Hey guys, I hope you're doing good. So today being another day to be introspective, and also today being a Sunday, a day that I get to actually sit down with myself and with my thoughts and just try to figure out everything and just know where I am mentally, where I am spiritually, because it's also a Sunday. And yeah, and today I actually learned that I need to collaborate with God in everything that I do. And in order to collaborate with God, in order to be a co worker with God, I have to put in the work. I have to build a relationship with Him. And that is something that I know I have not been so intentional with, because there are times that I don't pray, don't read my word, and I feel like I've just been lagging behind. I I prayed for a community, and now that I have it, I haven't been part of a community, of a Christian community, and just today I made that choice to join a Christian community. And so yeah, at least a good thing is coming from it. And so today I just want to share things I wasn't ready for in my 20s. And this is kind of like a video to my future self, because I want to come back to this video when I am at my, no, well, probably 20 years from now, and see what has changed about me and what has changed about my thought process, and what part of life has changed. And also this one is for my future generation. If the Lord wills, my future children, I'd like them to come and watch this video where when they are in their 20s, and see how their mom's life was like in their 20s, in her 20s. Yeah, so I hope that some of these points can relate to you, can resonate with you. But yeah, but point to know, these are things happening in my life, and these are things I wish I knew, these are things I wish I was ready for in my 20s. Well, I need some water, so I'm just gonna drink some water for a minute. I don't know how to edit this thing, so you're just gonna have to bear with me for like a second for me to drink this water. Well, so number one, I wasn't ready for how. Number one is on career path. I wasn't ready. I didn't know that it could be this confusing. Number one is why, because I knew that immediately after finishing my 4 years of studying global health and travel medicine, that I would be working in an NGO, because the goal was to work in an NGO. And let me just tell you, I really dream to work for the UN or USAID or CDC, because there's something in line with my work, with my major, and I just knew that that is the field that I was gonna go into. But shock on me is that you can actually study for this area, for this area in life, and then you end up working in a different field. And I have seen that with several people around me, like my friends, my families, they are all not doing something in line with their area of study. I have a friend of mine who did teaching, but now she's in marketing. I have someone who did business, and now they are teaching. Like, see the difference. And that is something I wasn't really ready for. And this notion that at times you just have to put your degree down in order, and put your degree aside and do whatever you need to do to get the chums. That is something that I wasn't ready for, because you come into this adulthood life, you step into this womanhood era, and you're trying to figure out your career, and now you're being told that it is not a must for you to work in the same field that you studied for, and it is totally okay to work in a different field that you didn't study for. And also another thing that is right now taking over the internet, especially in the social media industry, is that you see that a lot of people are finding their purpose. A lot of people have found their passion, what they're passionate about, and they're actually making an income from it. And so the pressure to just find your own passion and to make it a source of income is something that is really stressing me, because yes, I know that I am probably into fashion, and also I know that I am into this content world and everything. And I know I am not a good entrepreneur, but I think that it's something I don't know, like right now is when now we are discovering that talent can actually pay, and now I am here trying to figure out what's my talent actually, what area am I passionate about, and how can I monetize it, is something that I wasn't ready for in my 20s. So that is point number one. Then the second point is on finances. Well. I remember I was so passionate about investments at a certain point in my life, and I knew that I'm gonna make all these investments. And recently, I was listening to this podcast called Financially Incorrect. It's a new podcast that you should check it out. And I learned that not everyone has it figured out in their finances. And I was listening to this guy who I really love called Bright Gameli, and he was talking about how he didn't have any savings until he was like around 30, and me, I'm here at 20 something trying to beat myself up that, oh, I don't have this, I haven't figured this out, I don't have any investments, and this is, although he said that he wished he started earlier, but at times life can just happen, and you try to make things work, but it is not possible. So I am also trying to be gracious to myself, to say that even if I don't have this, there's a time that I will have it. There's a time that I will actually have all the savings that I need and create the investments that I need, because it is God who gives lives, and you can be pressuring yourself now that you don't have all this, and kumbe you're supposed to live up to 120 years because that's the limit that we were given. So there's no pressure, and also the fact that when you are an adult, it is kind of so hard to ask money from your parents. I don't know, I cannot get myself to ask for money from any of my parents, so I'm just gonna figure it out alone. But I am for sure not asking for money from my parents, because I knew that I am at a certain age where I think that I need to find my own foot in everything. And if I keep on asking for money each and every time, I feel like I won't be that much of a responsible person as I want to be. Yeah. I hope there is somebody in my shoe. And then this one had a lot of points. Number 3 is the intentionality you require in everything. Be it in friendships, you have to be intentional about everything that you do. Be it your career, you have to be intentional about which career path you want to follow, and you actually have to put in the work to get to where you want to be. And also the fact that you need to network, for me, is about networking. I am in a space where I'm able to network with different people, different careers, but I'm still trying to find out which career best suits me. Is it marketing? Is it social media? Is it fashion? Is it being an NGO? Is it monitoring and evaluation? So those are the things that really baffles me. And how you need to be intentional about everything. If you want to be in a certain career, what are you doing to get you there? Like, what are you doing to get you in that space that you want to be? And you also have to be disciplined in everything that you're doing. So you have to be disciplined about where you want to be, what you're doing, the things that you're doing to get you there. And another area of intentionality you need is actually on friendships. And I know that this one is going to hit home for so many. And for me, there was a certain point in my life that I think I lost all my friends. And now I am trying to gain friendships. I am trying to make new friends, but I have just realized that it is a lot of work. Making friends is so easy to me because I am one person who can literally talk to a lot of people in the room, but now maintaining those friendships is actually a struggle on my end, because like you have to keep in touch, you have to keep contact, you have to be so intentional about it. And right now, making friendships in adulthood, in my adulthood era, in my womanhood era, is kind of hectic, because it requires a lot of work, and it requires a lot of work from both parties. And at times you have to sacrifice your time, you have to sacrifice your finances. And it is not like back in the days when friendships was so easier in uni. And I remember one common factor that probably brought us all together when we were still in uni was obviously the partying and everything. But right now, since I have different values, and I'm just a whole new different person, I feel like if my values don't align with your values, there's no way that we're gonna be friends. And also, I have realized that my circle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And today I was actually talking to a friend of mine who we are trying to be friends. We are trying to create friendship. We are trying to build a bond between ourselves, and it's so amazing that we are just being so intentional about it, and we're telling each other that we need to set a date where we need to have a date. We need to set a time that we just meet and just get to know each other. It's like dating, you all. And like, dating is quite a process. The getting to know each other, getting to know each other's likes and things. So I feel like right now adulthood friendships is more of that, and it's a lot of work. So let me drink some bit of water because, well, so another point is not only friendships. I have realized that in all your relationships, you need to be intentional about your relationships, because right now in my adulthood, I realize that at times I don't have time, but I need to create time to spend with my family. I need to create time to spend with my friends. I need to create time to spend with my partner. I have to be intentional about our relationship, what are our goals, especially with the partner side. Because, and also I feel like right now I am more aware of who I am, and also I am also more aware of what I want in a relationship. And if I'm not getting that, and even in courtship, that if I don't find these certain values, no, if your values don't align with my values, I don't think if I I don't think if I have the time to tolerate that. I actually don't have time to tolerate all this bullshit, right? All this bullshit that I used to tolerate, and now I think I am a whole new being. Yes, so you have to be intentional about your relationships, your family, especially because family is the one that God gave you, and they are the people that stick with you forever, whether you like it or not. You can't emancipate from them, they are here to stay. So you need to put in the work. You need to spend time with your family. You need to mend the relationships that you need to mend. You need to work. You need to work on yourself, and you need to learn how to forgive also. Then another thing that you require intentionality is on self-development. And I've realized that we take in a lot, especially in this adulthood era. You need to learn how to work on your emotions, especially because it is not every day that life is gonna be smooth. There are obviously times that life is so hard, man, and you're asking yourself, what is this? What is this? So you need to learn how to develop the right strategies to overcome whatever situation you're in, or maybe to cope with it. And this has and how I have been able to do this. I have been able to be reading books. You need to be intentional about the kind of books that you read, the kind of authors that you want to get into their minds. And also, I think we have access to podcasts which are really amazing. There are different podcasts out there which are so educational. You can learn a thing or two. And I think that that's a good start. And also right now that therapy has just become a thing now. And if you're not able to afford therapy, I think you can read the books. You can just try to put in some work, and at least to get your mind at the right place. Yeah. And also on self improvement, I think you also need to be intentional about your health. You need to be intentional about what you're eating, and you need to take care of your body. Like, you seriously need to take care of your body. And for me, my worst days are when I am not able to feed my body, when I'm not able to give my body what it needs at that time. And so this year I found myself being so intentional with with my body, the kind of body I want, and I've been also putting in the work, like doing the exercise. You don't have to go to the gym to do exercise. you don't have to spend money if you're not able to afford the gym. If you're not able to afford gymming, you can actually do exercise at home. There are different tutorials on YouTube. There are different apps that tell you this is the kind of workout that you need. And yeah, and it is so amazing. And yeah, that is something I those are the things I wasn't ready for. The intentionality in everything that you're doing. Wow, because I know that everything that you're doing right now, they're kind of linked to your future. And what you're doing right now prepares you for who you will be in the future. Whatever things you're putting in your mind, like self improvement, how are you trying to improve your emotions, improve your whole being, learn to love yourself, is going is going is going to reflect in the next 5 years or 5 years. So it's kind of like an investment. You have to invest, like you have to start investing right now. Invest in your friendships, invest in your finances, in your career. You need to invest literally in everything. And then I think this is gonna be the last one for me, of which when I think of other points, I'm gonna do a part two. So another thing, social media can be a scam, and there's nothing like get rich quickly. And so there's a certain point in my life that I was really in social media. I used to spend a lot of my time on social media, and there are these get rich quick schemes that I used to see, and I'm just like, wow, it must be easy making money out here. And there's a time that I tried some of those schemes, and well, it didn't work out for me. And I have realized that social media can be a scam, and you can actually get scammed like several times. There are different channels that can really scam you, especially the forex industry. You see people making a lot of money, they're showing you, if you put this amount of money, you're gonna get this. Yeah, there's no get rich quick scheme. You need to put in the work, you need to do everything. And even in forex, it's not like I have talked to people whose major is now on forex, and they're doing it full time. And I have realized that it is not always a smooth path. Like, it is not something that you will just get rich quickly. No, you have to put in the work. You have to study the trends. You have to know the news. And yeah, different factors affect the graph, affect the trend, I think, affect the dollar. And yeah, so you have to look into different factors. And also I wasn't ready for one thing. That some of your age mates might be prospering, and might be in a whole new different level than you are. And you are not supposed to compare yourself, and because it will have an impact on your mental health. And so you need to protect your mental health at all costs. And I'm also learning to be content with where I am, as I'm trying to get towards where I want to be. And so the thing about comparison that I have learned, that I don't need to compare myself with any other person, because everyone has a different journey, and we cannot all follow the same track. So yeah, different people are doing great things, and even if their life has taken a good course than yours, your time is coming. And one thing I tell myself, if God has done it for them, he can do it for me too. And our God is a God who can do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond what we could ask or imagine. And so that is the number one thing that I stand for. I know that if this person is able to reach to this level, you can also do it. And also, I have learned that there's positive comparison. You can actually compare yourself to another person, and you can actually pick what they did to get them there. You can actually learn from them. And it is not bad to ask how they did it. Yeah, we are always learning, and you we can never stop learning. We either learn from others, from experiences, yeah, from social media probably. Yeah, so don't be sad that your life hasn't hasn't picked up yet, or even you haven't gone viral, if that is your goal, to go viral, because I know right now content creation is really paying, but you don't need to beat yourself up for that. Your time is coming, and when it comes, it's gonna be miracles on miracles on miracles and on wonders. Yeah. So I think that's it for that. So to my future generation, to my future kids, I just want to tell you that was how your mom's life was in her 20s. And to the future generation, I'd like to come back to this, God willingly, 20 years to come, and just see what has changed about my life, what things I have changed. Yeah. And I hope that the change will be bigger and better for where I am right now. Yeah. So see you guys in another episode, and please don't forget to subscribe. I haven't been on these streets for the longest time, and so the first video that I did not say, oh guys, please subscribe to my channel, please share, and I realized, oh my god, that's a thing in here. That's a thing that you need to keep saying, like subscribe, follow, like. Yeah guys, please subscribe to my channel, for real. Subscribe to my channel, and see you in another episode of me thinking about something. Yeah, because I'm always thinking, so I might actually think about something and just talk about it right at the moment, and then post it. Yeah, so stay tuned. Bye.